welcome to Radical Living. I'm your host, Shoeless Joe, and today we are talking about minimalism versus parents.
You gotta fight for your right to
Purge. You gotta fight for your right to purge. On January 3rd, I received an email. It says, "Hey, Shoeless Joe, I'll be 18 in less than 3 months, and my parents don't believe in my dreams and goals, and I can't stand this for another 3 months until I move out. They forbid me from getting rid of more stuff." I still have stuff though. They're just scared of change. What do I do? And I can't hold out with this stuff much longer. It's so stressful and it's really attacking my depression, and I can't stand it. But I can't tell them that because they don't know I'm depressed. Please help me. All this junk is like a big monster in my life. Before I answer your question, I just want to say that if you are clinically depressed, like you actually have depression, you should talk to your parents about it, because you might be able to get help from them and they might be able to help you get medical treatment that will help you. Maybe you have good reason not to tell your parents, I don't know, or maybe you're just feeling depressed and you don't have clinical depression. But either way, in my experience at least, I find that it's better to be open with your parents to tell them your problems, but it's your life, you know what you're doing, I don't know. I was never a minimalist when I was in high school, however I do know minimalists who are in high school now. So I got some tips from them as well as thinking up some of my own. The first thing I would suggest if you're trying to get rid of stuff from your room at home but your parents don't want you to get rid of anything is to sit them down and talk to them at a time when neither of you are upset or angry or stressed or anything like that. Often we argue with parents in the heat of the moment when we're trying to get rid of something right then and we're like, I want this out, and they're like, no, you have to keep it, and then the argument starts there. But that's not really a productive discussion. That's just two angry people yelling at each other. So I would say find a different time, maybe even schedule a specific time when you can both sit down, neither of you are angry about it, and you can just present to them what you're feeling, and you can just say, hey, Mom, Dad, this is what's going on. All this stuff is stressing me out. If you don't want to use the word depressed, you can say stress, and just say, this is stressing me out, all this stuff. Maybe you could even show them a YouTube video of someone that you like on YouTube really explaining well why people should give things up or something like that, so that they can see, oh, you know, sort of someone else's perspective, and just instead of just thinking, oh, my daughter's trying to get rid of everything. I mean, you're almost 18, so hopefully your parents should be able to see reason and see you sitting them down adult to adult saying, I'm almost 18, I can make my own choices now, this is the stuff that I don't want in my life, it's stressing me out, please, I hope you'll understand and let me let it go. Now, if that doesn't work the way I see it, you have two options left. You can either be sneaky or you can be snarky. The sneaky way is to just take one small item out of the room a time, maybe one thing every couple days or something like that, so that it's slowly disappearing and your parents don't even notice. This way they can keep their peace of mind and you can find peace by getting rid of the crap. Unless, of course, you have really overbearing parents that are always in your room and they know exactly what you have and will notice immediately, in which case maybe the snarky approach would be better. Now, this doesn't work for everyone. This does not match everyone's personality or everyone's relationship with their parents, but this is how I am. This is what I did. I do remember, even though I wasn't a minimalist, yes. Even though I was not yet a minimalist, I do remember that when I was in high school and college, my mom used to always keep her off-season clothes in half of my closet. It finally just got to me, so I said, hey Mom, I'm going to move out all of your clothes out of my closet so that I can use my closet for myself, so where would you like them? This is the snarky approach. You kind of turn it back on them and you do it really politely and offer to do all the work for them. So you just say, hey, I understand you don't really want to deal with this, just tell me where you want it and I'll put it there for you. And then if they don't give you a straight answer of where they want it, because of course they won't, you just move it yourself. You just find somewhere else, maybe an attic, garage, closet, their bed, and you just take all the stuff that you don't want, give it to them, put it somewhere, and then they can deal with it if they want to. Now, obviously, the snarky approach, it does not work for everyone, but it did work for me. My mom ended up moving all of her stuff out of my closet once she realized that I was really serious about it. So that is my approach. If you just sit them down and talk to them about it, hopefully they'll understand. If you show them some reasons, really explain why you want this stuff out, and then if that doesn't work, either just start sneaking it out or just take it all and just plop it at them and say, hey, where do you want all this crap? We have to remember that parents are mostly coming from a good place. They want what's best for you. They just maybe don't really understand why you're doing what you're doing, or maybe they got their old ways that they're holding on to that they think is the best. Which is why if that's your parents' concern for you, then you can say, hey, that's fine, I understand you think I might want this, so I'll let you hold on to it until then. And hopefully your parents will understand that you want your room to be a sanctuary of peace. You want it to be serene and pure and clear. You want your room to reflect your mind, basically. Or your mind to reflect your room. You know, they go hand in hand. But I don't know, everyone has different types of parents. Some are more overbearing, some are less. Some don't understand new ideas, and some do. It's hard. It is hard. I hope this video has been helpful to you. I hope you can talk to your parents and work it out with them, or if that doesn't work, I hope you can sneak or dump all of your stuff out one way or the other. And again, I don't know your specific parents, but what does that mean when they say you can't get rid of more stuff? Like, what are they gonna do? Or else what? They're gonna buy you more stuff? What's the threat? Are they gonna ground you? Like, what? I'm not sure what power they have to really stop you, or if it's just an empty threat. Isn't it so funny that we become so attached to stuff that we even get attached to other people's stuff? It's like parents think of it as your stuff, but they also think that they have the right to just make you keep your stuff. It doesn't make any sense. It's like, if it's your stuff, then you can have it, Mom. And if it's my stuff, then I can get rid of it. Choose. You have to choose. It's either your stuff or it's my stuff. Because if it's your stuff, you can store it. So hopefully this video was helpful to some of you who still live with your parents and your parents are resistant to you purging away your stuff. In the comments below, leave any experiences you've had with parents. Maybe you have similar questions and don't know what to do, or maybe you've had experiences that have been helpful and that you've been able to move past with your parents. So let's get a conversation going in the comments about that so we can help each other out and help each other figure out kind of how to muddle through this minimalism journey. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, keep it simple, question everything, and stay radical.
I said no, and don't ask me anymore. I said no, put it away, don't slam the door. I don't care what you're going to say, let your tantrum rage on. Maybe you can have it another day.